Hey guys, it's Flying Pirk. Today I'm going to explain a horror film called Jaws. The story begins in the beach town Amity Island. During a beach party, Tom Cassidy notices Chrissy Watkins. Attracted to her, he introduces himself. Chrissy invites Tom Cassidy to go swimming in the ocean. Both are running to the beach, while Tom is finding it hard to keep up with Chrissy and eventually passes out on the beach. As she continues to swim freely in the water while shouting Tom to enter the water, suddenly she is unknowingly attacked by an unseen force. She's screaming for help before being dragged beneath the water. The next day, Marty Brody gets a call from Tom, reporting the disappearance of Chrissy. As they explore the beach, they are called over by a police officer who finds Chrissy Watkins' partial remains, found on shore covered with crabs and sand. As Martin is writing a death report of Chrissy, he receives a call from the medical examiner, who concludes that the death was due to a shark attack, which leaves Police Chief Martin Brody to finish the death report, concluding that Chrissy died of a shark, and tasks an officer to place signs around the beach to close it temporarily once they have killed the shark. Mayor Larry Vaughn persuades him to reverse his decision, fearing that the town's summer economy will be ruined. The coroner tentatively concurs with the mayor's theory that Chrissy was killed in a boating accident. Brody grudgingly accepts the conclusion, fearing that he will lose his job and negatively impact the economy of the town. While Martin sits with his family on the beach, watching people on the sea, suddenly the shark kills a young boy, Alex Kintner, in full view of a crowded beach. As everyone else escapes the sea fearing for their life, everyone, including Alex's mother, finds that her child's clothes floating on the beach, concluding his death by the shark. A $3,000 bounty is placed on the shark to whoever can kill it with proof. As Martin and the mayor announce their decision to increase security on the beach and to contact an oceanographer, abruptly, a local professional shark fisherman, Quint, offers to catch and kill it for $10,000. During the night, as Martin researches sharks and their behaviors, a group of shark hunters attempt to hunt the shark. They throw a line in the water with bait, hoping they can catch the shark. Unexpectedly, the shark destroys the platform, causing the man to fall in the water and frantically escapes, with the help of his friend. The next day, an amateur shark hunting frenzy has started, in hopes of getting the $3,000 bounty. Meanwhile, Matt Hooper introduces himself to Martin Brody as a consulting oceanographer. He examines both Chrissy's and Alex's remains and confirms both of their deaths were caused by the same shark. When the local fishermen catch a tiger shark, the mayor proclaims that the beach is safe. Mrs. Kintner, Alex's mother, confronts Brody and blames him for her son's death. Hooper expresses doubts that the tiger shark is responsible for the attacks, and his suspicions are confirmed during an examination of the shark. Both Martin and Matt discover that no human remains are found inside its stomach, concluding that the tiger shark did not kill Alex or Chrissy. During the night, Matt Hooper and Brody sail at night in Hooper's boat, trying to find clues on the shark. Unexpectedly, they find a half-sunken vessel. Hooper decides to check the vessel for any clues for why the vessel has been damaged. While underwater, Hooper removes a sizable great white shark's tooth from the boat's hull. As he stares back into the vessel, unexpectedly, a corpse floats into view. Matt suddenly drops the shark's tooth in fright. Swimming back to the boat, he reports what he saw to Matt. Both Hooper and Brody sail back to report the incident to Vaughn. The next day, Brody and Hooper try to convince the Mayor Vaughn of the dangers of the beach and the shark, and state that it's a great white from Hooper's knowledge of the shark's tooth. However, Vaughn dismisses Brody and Hooper's assertions that a huge great white shark is responsible for the deaths, as Brody and Hooper have no proof of the shark tooth, while also refusing to close the beaches, allowing only increased safety precautions, due to him not wanting to lose any money for the town due to no tourists visiting the beach. On the 4th of July weekend, as tourists visit the town in cruise ships and cars, they start to pack on the beaches. Vaughn encourages the public to go into the water and enjoy themselves. Doing so, as people enjoy swimming in the water, suddenly, people see a shark fin, which frightens everyone to flee from the water. As Hooper investigates the shark fin with the beach patrol, they realize it is a juvenile prank from two kids who used a fake shark fin to scare people. However, a woman notices a shark fin in the lagoon. She gets the attention of Brody by shouting and pointing at the shark, as the real shark enters a nearby lagoon, unexpectedly flipping a boater and Brody's son, Michael's boat over, as the man is screaming for help before the shark is dragging him beneath the water and killing the boater. Brody's son, Michael, watches and goes into shock. Brody drags Michael to safety onto the beach. In hospital, Brody and Brody's wife make sure Michael is recovering and is well. Brody encourages Vaughn, who claims he feels guilty of what has happened on the beach. Brody persists in convincing him to hire Quint, claiming that he will kill the shark and keep the beach and people in the town safe. Vaughn accepts to hire Quint, afraid of any more attacks done by the shark. Brody and Hooper meet Quint in his home to discuss their situation, and Quint claims that he is the captain of the vessel and will be giving the orders, and is not comfortable with taking Hooper, claiming he is a city boy and he has not worked, but due to Brody's disagreement, he will take him on board. As the crew are prepared on the ship, Brody and his wife say their goodbyes. Ellen is upset not knowing if her husband will return. Quint and Brody and Hooper set out on Quint's boat, the Orca, to hunt the shark. While Brody lays down a chum line, Quint waits for an opportunity to hook the shark. Without warning, it appears behind the boat. As they struggle to hold the shark with the fishing rod, Quint states that it's under the boat. As both Brody and Hooper hold the line, it breaks unexpectedly. Quint investigates the chum line and estimates that a large fish broke the chum line. As Brody throws fish guts into the water to try and get the shark's attention, suddenly the shark appears in front of him, eating the bait, which scares Martin. Martin, shocked, walks to Quint, stating that they need a bigger boat. Suddenly, the shark surrounds their boat. Quint, with the help of Hooper, who ties the harpoon line to a flotation barrel. Quint harpoons the shark with a line attached to a flotation barrel. As Hooper sails the boat following the shark, it pulls the barrel underwater and disappears. As everyone is disappointed by their failure to catch the shark, they stay overnight, prepared for the next day. At nightfall, Quint and Hooper drunkenly exchange stories about their assaulted scars, and Quint reveals that he survived the attack on the USS Indianapolis. He describes this event to both Hooper and Brody. During the World War II, he and his shipmates delivered the Hiroshima bomb to the South Pacific island of Tinian. As the boat was returning, a Japanese submarine sank the Indianapolis, and the 1,200 crewmen ended up in the water as prey for the sharks. For 7 days, he and 300 others were finally rescued. The shark returns unexpectedly, ramming the boat's hull and disabling the power. Fighting off the shark, the men work through the night, repairing the engine. In the morning, as both Hooper and Quint repair the ship, Brody alerts the others that the flotation barrel has risen with the rope. As the trio are taking the rope from the water, the shark rises out of the water, attempting to snack on the trio. The brief attack with the shark further agitates Brody. Due to this, Brody attempts to call the Coast Guard, but Quint, who has become obsessed with killing the shark without outside assistance, smashes the radio. After a long chase, Quint harpoons the shark with another barrel. Disappointedly, the ropes become detached from the barrels. Due to this, Brody gets the idea to tie the ropes to the stern cleats, so they can drag the shark to shallow waters. The line is tied to the stern cleats. As they are sailing closer to more shallow waters, the shark begins to drag the boat backwards, swamping the decks and flooding the engine compartment. Quint prepares to sever the line to prevent the transom from being pulled out, but the cleats break off, keeping the barrels attached to the shark. Quint heads towards shore to draw the shark into shallower waters. Quint disregards Hooper, who claims that the engine could blow, carrying on, but he overtaxes the damaged engine and it blows up. As the Orca slowly sinks, the trio attempt a riskier approach. Hooper enters the water in a shark-proof cage, intending to lethally inject the shark with strychnine using a hypodermic spear. The shark attacks the cage, causing Hooper to drop the spear, which sinks and is lost. While the shark thrashes in the tangled remains of the cage, Hooper manages to escape to the seabed. The shark breaks free and leaps onto the boat. The boat topples towards the shark. As the men hold on, Quint's hand is crushed under a barrel. He grabs Brody for help, but fails to hold on any longer. He slides towards the shark, trying to hold on to the side of the ship. He slides further, with his lower body ending up inside the shark. Without hesitation, the shark devours Quint, as he screams in pain. As Brody is trapped on the sinking vessel, the shark breaks through the wall, thrashing at Brody. As Brody searches for a weapon, he finds a pressurized scuba tank. Shoving it into the shark's mouth, the shark retreats back into the water. The boat sinks further into the water. Brody, climbing out of the cabin, he sees in the distance the shark fin closing up onto him. He equips a spear and Quint's rifle and climbs up to the boat's crow's nest. As the boat continues to slowly sink, the shark emerges out of the water. Brody stabs the shark with a spear, cutting the shark and making it bleed. The shark returns back into the water for another attack. As Brody climbs onto the crow's nest, he plans to shoot the tanker inside the shark. As the shark is zooming towards him, he shoots but misses. He takes another shot but misses. As he takes one last shot, he shoots the tank, which explodes and obliterates the shark. Cooper surfaces. He finds Brody. He asks if Quinn survived, but is displeased to find out he didn't. As they find a raft, they paddle back to Amity Island, clinging to the remaining barrels. Brody states that he used to be scared of the sea. Both chuckle at this and their victory as they paddle towards land, as the sun is gleaming on them. Thank you for watching and liking the video.